My sister expressed her desire to show up to a wedding engagement party in a wedding dress. I decided to change the theme of the party so she could fit right in. Heather and I have never had a close relationship, although our age difference has always seemed odd. My mom has no sympathy for her, and that only exacerbates the relationship between the two of us. Heather and I have similar backgrounds in economics, but to keep the peace I won't give details. Last month, my fiancé and I pledged our allegiance to each other, and our engagement took place this Saturday. We had originally planned to have a formal event with beautiful dresses, but I changed plans. Instead, I suggested we have a Halloween-style costume party. My mother's family is a little crazy, so they liked the suggestion. I informed my dad of the change in plans and asked him to tell Heather. Her mom knows my dad well and understands that he might forget or leave it to the last minute. On Saturday, the guests arrived and started showing off their costumes, although some didn't have time to buy them. We gave them funny hats and cheap wigs. Heather's mom and I arrived an hour later, and she noticed that everyone was wearing elaborate costumes or had weird accessories to keep from standing out. However, she was disappointed when my fiancé, seeing her in her wedding dress, said she looked amazing for a cheap suit. She cried, disappointed with her parents, and accused me of being immature. I could have told her the truth myself, but I chose to trust my father with it. I invited her because it was one of those weird family situations where she would have been invited anyway. I wanted to maintain a good relationship with my dad, so I didn't invite Heather and her mom so as not to complicate things. Later, when I thought about it, I realized my dad wouldn't have chosen me and ended up excluding them from the guest list. I wanted her to not win and sit at the table with her wedding dress. Some of you are too focused on the cheap wigs and ignore the rest of the essence of the party. I felt sorry for what happened after she left, and it wasn't until a few days later that I found myself regretting having a costume party. To be honest, I didn't even remember her until that moment. I would rather avoid the whole mess than let her sit at the table with her smug smile,